The prominent journals of the 18th century. Those journals which were published in the 18th century are most often asked in the entrance examination. So, therefore, if you are preparing for entrance examination, you must have to learn about these journals. So, I think that this video will be quite useful to all of you. If you are new in this channel, please subscribe and don't forget to share this channel. So now let's begin today's lesson about the journals of the 18th century. The Tattler. This journal was first published in 1709 and it was founded by Richard Steele, and it continued to get published for the next 2 years. But there appear some of the critical condition for this journal, and then Steele and Addison decided to liquidify this journal. That means that they tried to stop this journal to begin a anew, and therefore they founded another journal, and the name of the journal is the Spectator. The Tattler journal was periodical and published thrice, and in this journal, most often the condition of the contemporary society were highlighted. Even the men's etiquette, fashion, and the customs of the common people were most often discussed in this journal. The next journal is the Spectator. Whenever Tattler was stopped, Richard Steele and Addison decided to start a new journal, and the name of the journal is The Spectator. It was first published in 1711 and continued till 1712. And you can imagine that this journal was quite short lived. In this journal, Mr. Steele himself vouchsafed that it aims to enliven morality with wit. So, this is the main purpose of this journal, and it was also quite imperative into the life of the common people because it was sold then heavily, and its main concern was to enlighten the follies and foibles of the common people, the custom of the common people. In the then society, there were most of the people had affectation, had false inner vacuity. So therefore this journal tried to present the real existence, the stringent condition of the human struggle. For our discussion, the next name of the journal is the Gentleman's Magazine, and it is the first journal which used the term magazine. Otherwise, almost all the journals before Gentleman's Magazine, they either used another name or they were called often review, but they never used the term magazine. So, in internet examination, they are most often asked the question which journal first used magazine. So, you must have to mention here the Gentleman's Magazine. It is the journal which used the term magazine. And if we look into its foundation, then we must have to mention that it was Edward Cave who founded this journal in London, in England, in 1731, and it almost continued to 100 years till 1922. So imagine the length or the span of its publication. Really, it is amazing. And whenever Edward Cave published this journal or established this journal, he took a pseudonym that is Sylvanus Urbanum. So this is the name Sylvanus Urban which he took for the publication of this journal. Initially in this magazine, Edward Cave and his wife were the main contributor of this journal. This journal has another name that is Traders Monthly Intelligence. Samuel Johnson worked here as the writer of journal, and in fact Samuel Johnson began his career as a writer from this journal. The next journal is Monthly Review. the monthly review. It was published from 1749 to 1845. So this went almost 1 year. So this was published almost 100 year, and this was founded by Ralph Griffith. In fact, it was the first periodical to offer review in England. Initially, in this monthly review, Griffiths was the first contributor because in it almost the review of all kind of people's life, their trades, their etiquette, and even the literary review were published. So the contemporary books or the writers also got mentioned in this monthly journal. The major contributor of this journal were Charles Burney, Sir John Cleland, and Tobias Smollett. Tobias Smollett was though a major contributor of the monthly review, but later he uh, broke his all kind of relation from this monthly review, founded himself another journal, and the name of the journal is the Critical Review. So the next name that comes in our discussion is the Critical Review. This journal was founded by Sir Tobias Smollett, and it was published from 1756 to 1817. After going through this video, if you get any kind of help, please subscribe this channel, and to get much more informative video about the NET examination, please subscribe this channel and press the bell icon to get much more notification. Don't forget to comment and share. Thank you once again for watching this video.